It's called a comic tragedy. Can't eat or sleep. There's too much pain. I fell in love with Lois Lane. I tried to tell her how I feel, but Lois loves the Man of Steel, and I know that I can't compete with Superman. Can't be beat. There's nothing I can do. I say he takes a hand, they fly away. I met her at the comic shop. One look, I thought my heart would stop. So beautiful, I had to stare. Her deep blue eyes, her long blue hair. The cashier put on the radio. He played the music, soft and low. She took my hand and we danced slow. Breast brushed my chest. Next thing I know is we're both kissing furiously. I asked her to go out with me. Her apartment complex 2 days later. I'm feeling great. Can't wait to date her. I'm walking over to her place. A guy walks by on the staircase. He removes his glasses, wipes his eyes, mumbles a curse. I recognize the guy from cable, CNN. He's mostly on the TV when Superman saves the world again, and he and other newspapermen discuss the mighty Kryptonian. He works with Lois. His name's Clark Kent. They must have had an argument. I take her to a restaurant, say, order anything you want. She stares at me and takes my hand and says, I hope you'll understand. Before we met, I dated this guy with arms of steel, and he could fly. Stood like a statue chiseled in granite. He said he came from another planet to fight for the American way and teach our children crime won't pay. His eyes are deep, bright, icy blue. They can melt metal. And women, too. He tosses mountains, catches crooks. He has super strength and super looks. He could change the course of a mighty river and make the coldest women shiver. Though born in 38, he's young. He's so eloquent with his super tongue. And they left him. I really regret it. But I'll bet you'll get me to forget it. I say, perhaps we shouldn't continue. I can't compete. He's going to win you. She says, leave now and you'll regret it. I'll bet you'll get me to forget it. He can fly her to the farthest star. I drive her in my beat-up car. We drive to a romantic beach. She sits so close within my reach, the stars reflecting in the water. This magic moon, I'm glad I brought her. We kiss and watch the waves go by. Superman shoots across the sky. Next day, next to a garbage bin, she says, I'm out. Her hero's in. I told her that I called this shot her man's a Superman. I'm not. Thanks for that pretty moment of magic, although this moment's pretty tragic. I ran into Lois the other day. She looked so sad, I had to say, you seem so sad to me, Ms. Lane. It seems to me that you're in pain. She said, it's Superman again. And I'm sick to hell of Superman, because Superman's a super jerk. He's never home. He's forever at work. He saves a distant galaxy and he hardly has any time for me. I tell him to call, and he forgets. And now I'm smoking cigarettes. I know he travels very far, but don't they have phones on a distant star? I know he flies at the speed of light. Why can't he come and spend the night? And now he's taking longer trips. He'd rather save lives than relationships. I had a dream that seemed so real. It was I who was the Man of Steel. Stronger than any man around, I'd leap tall buildings in a single bound. I saved the world from war and disaster. I raced the bullet, and I was faster. I was more powerful than a train. And I was loved by Lois Lane.